Look closely at nature. Every species is a masterpiece, exquisitely adapted to the particular environment in which it has survived. In this video, we will look at the amazing hybrids of animals living both on land and in water, from the ridiculously expensive Savannah cat to the fearsome Pizzly. Let's go! Wholphin. Wholphin sounds like a mixture of wolf and dolphin, but it is not exactly the case. A wholphin is an extremely rare cetacean hybrid born from a mating of a female common bottlenose dolphin with a male false killer whale. The name implies a hybrid of whale and dolphin, although taxonomically, both are within the oceanic dolphin family. This type of hybrid was considered unexpected given the sometimes extreme size difference between a female common bottlenose dolphin, typically 2 meters long and 300 kilograms, and a male false killer whale, over 5 meters long and over 1,800 kilograms. Wholphins have been born in captivity and have also been reported in the wild. All dolphins are whales, but not all whales are dolphins. Wholphin is not technically a dolphin-whale hybrid because the false killer whale is in fact a dolphin despite its name. They share a common ancestor with the toothed whales, who went off with a different strategy around 34 million years ago and mostly became predators. Savannah cat. The Savannah cat is a breed of hybrid cat developed in the late 20th century from crossing a serval with a domestic cat. Affectionate and social with owners, pets, and older children, intelligent and trainable. These are not the only characteristics of the Savannah cats. They are very friendly to both kids and other pets, playful and energetic. They aren't the type of cat to sleep all day and cuddle on your lap. They need a home that will give them plenty of exercise and playtime. Savannah cats might fool you with their wildcat appearance, but they make excellent companions as long as they're socialized from kittenhood. But given their inquisitive and attention-demanding nature, they'd be better suited to more experienced owners. The Pumapard. The Pumapard is the result of crossing a male puma and a female leopard. The first hybrids of these cat species were born at the end of 1890 in Chicago. They had a long body, like a puma, with short legs. Also, it later turned out that Pumapards come in different colors: sandy, reddish, or grayish-brown chestnut. These hybrids did not survive to maturity. Zonkey. A zonkey or zebroid is a hybrid offspring of a male zebra and a female donkey, but they have a variety of names including zebras or zedonk. They typically resemble a donkey, but with zebra-like stripes. Like many other animal hybrids around the world, the zonkey is a sterile animal, meaning that it cannot produce offspring of its own. Zonkeys can live in the wild as zebras and donkeys are naturally found in close proximity to one another in parts of Africa. Although they are very rare, cases of wild zonkeys have been reported, but the majority of them today are found in zoos around the world and are bred as tourist attractions. Jaglion. Jaglion is a hybrid of a male jaguar and a lioness. Jaglion is predominantly black in color. The anatomy is similar to the African lion. Males have a short, dense black mane. The face is swollen and almost gray in color. Sometimes the color is brown-red or dark red. The documented instances of Jagleons are almost exclusively from captivity, where human intervention, either intentional or accidental, led to their birth. Cama. A Cama is a hybrid between a male dromedary camel and a female llama, and has been produced via artificial insemination at the Camel Reproduction Center in Dubai. The first Cama was born on January 14, 1998. The aim was to create an animal capable of higher wool production than the llama, with the size and strength of a camel and a cooperative temperament. The first Cama showed signs of becoming sexually mature at age 4, when he showed a desire to breed with a female guanaco and a female llama. He was also a behavioral disappointment, displaying an extremely poor temperament. The second Cama, a female named Camila, was successfully born in 2002. As of April 2008, 5 Camas had been produced. Narluga. A Narluga is a hybrid born from mating a female narwhal and a male beluga whale. Narwhals and belugas are the sole living members of the Monodontidae taxonomic family, although the two species diverged from one another approximately 5.5 million years ago. The individual that was established as a Narwhal-Beluga hybrid was one of only 3 such found, ever. Each of these whales was killed by the same hunter, from the same group, and may have been siblings. A sheepgoat hybrid. A sheepgoat hybrid called a geep or shoat is the offspring of a sheep and a goat. The first accidental crossbreeding of a ram and a goat was recorded in 2000 in Botswana. The animals were simply kept together. The new animal is called Toast of Botswana. The domestic goat belongs to the genus of mountain goats, and the domestic sheep belongs to the genus of rams. A goat has 60 chromosomes, and a sheep has 54. Therefore, their offspring are usually stillborn. But the surviving male hybrid was able to inherit the characteristics of both of his parents at once. It has long wool like a sheep and the legs of a goat. Karyotype analysis showed that the individual has 57 chromosomes, which turned out to be average between the number of its parents. Hinny. A Hinny is the offspring of a male horse and a female donkey. With the exception of a head with short ears, a Hinny is not much different in appearance from a donkey, except that its voice sounds somewhat different. Horses are bred in Mediterranean countries and Asia. However, since they are inferior to mules in terms of performance and endurance, they are much less common than mules. In the past, Hinnies were used as working animals by the poorest part of the population of southern Europe, especially Spain and Italy. They were also bred in America. However, since they are inferior to mules in terms of performance and endurance, they are much less common than mules. Pizzly. When a polar bear and a grizzly bear mate, they can create hybrids called Pizzly bears. Although rare in nature, these Pizzly bear hybrids are starting to spread across the Arctic due to climate change. Starving polar bears are heading farther south to find more food, while the warming world is allowing adaptable grizzlies to expand northward. Although these two bears are genetically similar, in nature they try to avoid each other, occupying different ecological niches. The grizzly bear prefers to live and breed on land, but the polar bear has chosen water and ice. Therefore, most often this type of bear can be found in zoos. This was the list of 10 animal hybrids of wild animals. Of course, there are many more interesting and uncommon animal hybrids in the world. If you want to learn more about any of them, just leave your comment under, and we will include this in our next video.